So getting back to Joe Namath, these television spots that he has insistently, and I know he's a paid endorser, but still, when people called into these numbers, the way that they kind of marketed these benefits that are just beyond belief. First of all, they're predicated upon people with absolutely the lowest income, the furthest under the poverty line, the federal poverty line, that they would qualify for certain benefits. But that's not always the case, because people are calling in the way that they target this market. You're calling in because you're curious, you're inquisitive. Some shiny object might sound attractive to you at the time, be it transportation, be it dental, be it over the counter, be it Part B give back, all the above. You're calling in, and what they're doing is that they're going to, it might appear that they're qualifying you, which, in a way they might be, for these benefits, but they know only a small population of the people would qualify for these benefits. So they're going to get your name, they're going to get your date of birth, they're going to get your zip code, maybe your address, they're going to get your telephone number, maybe an email address, and then they're going to ask you what's your gross annual income. Then they'll say, boy, you don't qualify for this, but did you know about this plan? Let me transfer you to a live agent. Now the chase is on. Because that transfer to a live agent, that's how they're getting around Medicare compliance, saying that the only time that anyone can talk about Medicare Advantage plans or drug plans to you is on an inbound call. So in other words, you're soliciting them. You're courting them for direction and instruction and what's in my best interest, right? So it's deceit is what it is. But in the court of law, but regardless, you're still holding the bag on something that you don't find that's all that appealing or in your best interest. When the smoke clears and you're in a plan and you go to use the plan and the benefits, be it at the pharmacy, be it when you go to your physician's. Primary might be still, taking that plan because the primary name is going to be on your ID card, but you need a referral to see a specialist. The specialist isn't taking the plan. You're not going to know that until, guess what? You call upon the plan to go ahead and put that referral prior authorization through, and they say not in network. Bad time to find out. So, getting back to this. They have your information, so no matter if you hang up the phone in disgust or I've been had and I wasted my time and the world just doesn't spin the same way it did, even 5 years ago, no respect, all that stuff. Well, they still have your information. You voluntarily forfeited your information. Number one, you called into the 800 number. Number two, they asked you questions and you gave it to them. So now they have the right to sell your information. So whether they're making money on enrolling you in a Medicare Advantage plan or a drug plan, whether they're making money on you there or not, they're still going to make money on you because they're going to put your name on a list with all your information. And they're going to combine it with like 4,999 other names for a list of 5,000 names and numbers that agencies are looking and calling in for what they call lead lists. We want this many people in this county or in this zip code with this income and within this age range. And they'll sell your information 10, 20, 30, 100 times. That's why people's phones ring off the hook 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening. That's why. That's one of the biggest reasons. Outside of people just out and out being assassins and pirates out there just calling because they think they can get away with something. And people got to start complaining to Medicare. That's what people have to start doing. And it's a shame that the world's come to this. But a good way to avoid this kind of stuff is, who are you dealing with? Have faith in who you're dealing with, that you know that you're safe. You know that you're not a piece of business, that you're a person. Right? Okay. So now, what's going on with the 2024 proposed guidelines with these television commercials? Well, the television commercials were all set up, and anyone that has a pulse has seen these ad infinitum, these television spots. They're very generic and very broad ads. They're nationally run ads. Every county and every state benefits are different. Not every state, not in the country. Every county, the benefits are different from one carrier's plan with a specific name to another. or one carrier's name that maybe in one county that they have this particular carve-out plan, but in another county, even in the same state, they don't. So it's very generic, very broad-based, saying that you can get this, and this, and call right now. And then they have the interviews with the paid shills. I wanted to see what I wanted to get the most out of my Social Security check, and I'm glad that I called. All that kind of stuff. I wanted to see if I qualify for this. They're paid endorsers, and it's so easy to see that, but it kind of gets people to turn their head and look that way, get the phone number, and it might be the 50th time they've seen this commercial. You know what? Curiosity killed the cat. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call. And then you see what happens. But now, the proposed guideline is going to be that these television spots, they have to have a carrier associated with whatever benefits are coming across on that television advertisement piece. On that spot, they have to say, I never list carriers' names, just because I don't want to endorse nor non-endorse people that aren't mentioned. But you can have Plan X. Per Plan X, this is what's available in your county. Per Plan Z, this is what's available in your county. Look at these benefits whatsoever. So, are the carriers really going to want to be associated with these folks? First of all, everything's got to be CMS approved, which is generally 45 days. Any amendments, they got to go back in. Boom, another 45 days. Marketers may not want to do this, number one, because you don't even have enough time, because you don't know the Medicare guidelines until the end of September or the end of August, but you don't know the plan's benefits until mid-September. So they're not going to have the time to go ahead and piece this together, and CMS has a 45-day wait period, right?